The Target 12 investigators continue our housing crisis coverage now. As we've been reporting, affordable homes are tough to find for people of all incomes.
And one area of concern is workforce housing, also known as median income housing, which is designed for people who make too much money to qualify for low-income housing, but are still struggling to make ends meet.
Target 12 investigator Sarah Granelli is here now with how one young woman made it work. Sarah?
Workforce housing is for people who earn between 80 and 120% of the state's annual median income. For one woman I spoke with, it meant the difference between buying a home and not.
It's very comfortable to just come home.
25-year-old Carice Powell says it's always been a dream of hers to become a homeowner. Despite having a good-paying job, when she started looking, she quickly discovered most housing was out of reach.
When I first started looking, I really wanted to buy somewhere in the 300 range up until I realized maybe I can't afford that.
But in January, her dream came true when she bought this new workforce housing condo in Pawtucket. It was built by the nonprofit group Pawtucket Central Falls Development Corporation, and it was specifically reserved for a buyer making just about the median household income, which is nearly $82,000.
How much does it cost to buy one of these affordable homes, and what would a mortgage look like for someone walking in the door?
So the fixed sales price is $299,000, and again, that's a fixed price. It's not bidding wars.
Linda Weisinger is the executive director of the Pawtucket Central Falls Development Corporation.
The mortgage payment approximately is about $1,900, and that really is depending on the income credit factors determining eligibility.
$299,000 is $50,000 less than the median price of a condo for sale in Rhode Island in April. That was $349,900. For this condo, it's deed restricted for 15 years. If the owner wants to sell the property, they have to sell it at 120% of the area median income, or AMI, meaning the home would still be considered affordable for the new buyer.
This provides that buyer who might think that they're priced out of the market to be able to achieve homeownership for the first time.
Workforce housing hasn't received the same level of focus as low-income housing in the state. Lawmakers are hoping to funnel more money to create additional workforce housing units. Plus, Governor Dan McKee has proposed a $100 million housing bond. If it passes the State House and voters' approval this fall, $20 million would go towards building more workforce housing units. For Powell, she says no matter how you buy a house, it can be intimidating, but she says she wouldn't have been able to do it without some help.
I could understand the feelings of, stress, but taking time to know the resources that are out there saved me in the long run.
Coming up at 6, I break down the numbers of who qualifies for workforce housing, plus what housing officials say are the barriers to building more. With the Target 12 investigator, Sarah Granelli, 12 News.
The Target 12 investigators continue our housing crisis coverage.
Workforce housing, or median income housing, bridges the gap for those who don't make enough money to buy a home but also don't qualify for low-income housing.
Target 12 investigator Sarah Granelli is here now with a look at who qualifies. Sarah?
State officials are looking at ways to create more affordable places to live in Rhode Island. One way is to tap into the remaining American Rescue Plan Act money for loans for developers to build this type of housing in the state. This Pawtucket condo is where food scientist Carice Powell now calls home.
I wasn't able to afford what that house cost was. So I had to get back to the drawing board.
Ultimately, the 25-year-old was able to purchase this 2-bedroom unit as part of a workforce housing development. The idea is to help the middle-class homebuyers and renters who make too much money to qualify for low-income housing. It's often called the missing middle.
I was fortunate enough to kind of find this homebuyer program that was a little bit more niche, but based on my needs, it worked perfect for me.
To qualify, a person needs to make between 80 to 120% of the area median income, or AMI. For example, for one person, you have to make between $63,000 and $94,000 a year. But for a family of 4, you have to make between $90,000 and $135,000 a year. James Comer of Rhode Island Housing says making more workforce housing available is critical if the state wants to address the housing crisis.
A lot of folks had been priced out of communities that they worked in, priced out of communities they want to live in.
He says in the last 5 years, the agency has put a focus on the missing middle by using federal funds to give loans to developers.
How much money are we talking here for these developers?
It all depends on the project, and it depends on the number of units that they are agreeing to deed restrict. Typically, the loans are a couple million dollars.
He says the program has proven to be successful and more workforce housing will be coming online.
Over the past 3 rounds of funding we've done, in 244 units being deed restricted for folks making 80 to 120% of area median income.
But the Rhode Island Department of Housing tells Target 12 developers are still facing challenges, including a shortage of planners and other housing specialists in municipalities across the state. Comer says not solving this issue comes with a cost.
The market has become very pressurized. Prices have gone through the roof, and a lot of folks have been priced out.
Another issue, state officials don't know how many workforce housing developments there are right now in Rhode Island because they're constructed by private developers, which leaves buyers flying blind when they're looking for these types of homes. With the Target 12 investigators, Sarah Gordelli, 12 News.